Hey guys, MC Crawl here. Alright, this is my second attempt as to making the tutorial for the bathroom. The first time, for some reason, something wasn't right and YouTube did not take the video when I was uploading it. Still don't know what the problem is, but hopefully this one works. Alright guys, here we are. We are right where I am going to be building the tutorial. So the first thing we need to do is make a 4x4 by 3 hole. Alright, and once we've done that, we want to put our pistons, our sticky pistons, right on the bottom. Voila. And then we just have to put blocks right back on top of them. Alright, as easy as that. Alright, now that we got this cleared out, chances are we'll need more room than this. I'm just giving us a good space to work with at the moment. When I'm working with redstone, especially things that need to be powered for a specific unit like this, I like to work with the unit then work backwards. So I like to get everything powered, then figure out what processes everything needs to get powered in. So what we're doing here is we are getting the floodgates powered. Right above this block is where we're going to have water sitting. And then when the piston turns off, that's when the floodgate opens. So you just put those like that, and that will power all of the pistons that we need for the floodgate. And that's where the water source blocks will sit in. Alright, so let's go back down there. And now we need to power this 3x3 area. And we will start by putting blocks here in the center. Then branch off. Whoops. Like so. And then put another group in the center. The way pistons work with torches is you can power them like so, where they power the piston directly, or you can power the block that is adjacent to them, and that will also power them. Alright, so let's finish powering all these. Alright, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We need to power these and these at the same time. So what we're going to do here, oops, break that. And we're going to place redstone repeaters right like so. And then we are going to put redstone right here. You do not want to put them opposite of each other. I mean next to each other. You don't want to do this. It won't work. They have to have the little plus symbol. Alright, and then we need just enough room to put some redstone. Same with this side. Whenever I'm recording, my mouse is always gets a little laggy. Okay, so, and then, okay, now we're to the point where the redstone is powered. Just to show an example of how this is going to work. Like so. And notice that the that all these blocks are powered, which then turns those off, but then powers that block down there, or the redstone plus sign down there, and then turns that one off. Same thing is going to work if I do it on this side. That'll turn them all off. Alright, so, and next is, as you can see, right here is not a good area. This is what you would normally do to try to depower those, but the problem is when you're trying to depower these, you need to have a repeater going in like so, but when you do that, you're actually powering these as well. So we don't want to do that. So instead of doing that, we got to bring it out just a little bit. And we're going to go right here. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so now we're at a good point here. Now the next phase. Oops, it looks like I almost missed a spot. Didn't get to the redstone wiring down here. Gonna have to bring this out a little bit more. Because of the amount of space that you have to work with, be mindful where you're placing this unit. Even though it's an instant mine, it still takes forever, it seems. There we go. That should be enough. Alright. Now what we want to do here is bring it out. We can dig up with safety, just as long as we don't get beyond that block there. Then we place our repeaters and our redstone. And this side is the same. Repeaters and redstone. Okay. Now we can move on to the next phase. Let me light this up over here. There we go. Alright, now we'll move on to the next phase. Alright guys, now with everything powered, we just need to move on to the next area. The next thing we got to think about is three things. One, where is our power going to start? Where's our switch? And then from that point, we need to figure out where can we put our T flip-flop and where can we put our control panel. Control panel is not that large, but does require, after the control panel, a decent amount of space to organize the wiring. The T flip-flop is pretty small. I believe it's like 4 by 4 by 3 or something to that effect. So let's just go ahead and put this anywhere. This is our bathroom. Let's just say that say if there's a wall right here. Alright? That means we have everything on this other side to work with. So sometimes you won't have that, and you'll just have to be a little bit creative. I like to use torches when I'm doing power vertically. And I believe I ran into this same situation with my piston house one too. Alright, so we need one right there. One right there. You could run it down just like you would normally, but I don't like doing that. And here you would think you have a problem, because once you put that on there, it wants to power it. You can cut power easily by just placing a block on top, and that will power like so. Alright, now we just need to figure out where we want our things to power. Alright, I'm back, and I have made the hole. Alright, now we need to make our T flip-flop, which, for some reason, every single time I make the damn thing, there's always something I get wrong. I don't know why. Alright, so we want to go, always want to start with a repeater into your T flip-flop. Just a heads up, this T flip-flop is, I will always use this T flip-flop because it will always work in SMP and in single player. I will do my best to make all my tutorials specifically for the masses, so it doesn't matter if you're in single player or in SMP, it'll always work. There are ones that are much smaller than this, and they work great. Alright, so this is the start of the T flip-flop. Next thing you want to do is put a torch on that end. Block right there. Then a piece of redstone on top of the block. And then behind it, you want to put another torch. Next step is to put a block, oops, my bad, not there. Another block right up there. You want to put a torch on the front. And then right underneath that block, you need to put a repeater. All the repeaters on this, except for that one, which goes into the first block, need to be set to 4. And then at this point, you need to put a block right there. Next section requires 2 more blocks. We need, and this is where I'm always getting it, repeater, redstone, set that to 4. Let me see, it goes around, yeah, torch, another torch, and a repeater. That should be it. Yes, I believe that is it. Alright, so the next area in which we got to work with is, let's see, trying to think, maybe I wasn't a good position at all for this, but it'll work anywhere. You could always get it to work. Let's open this up a little bit more. I thought I was going to have the room. I was wrong. First tutorial I've ever done. It's working out great. My mom's going to be proud. Yeah. Alright. So this input right here, which we can take out into this, needs to go, actually let's go this, yeah, let's go this way. Needs to go into a control unit. No, I had it right. Control unit is like this. You put a block every other block, like so. Just so we're not confused here, I'm just gonna open this up a little bit more. And now you guys have already turned off the tutorial. Alright. Light. Okay. So at this point, we need to put repeaters. It is very important on the direction you put these repeaters, otherwise it just isn't going to work. From your input, which is this block, you need to put a repeater facing left and one facing to the right. And then you need to keep doing that as you get on the blocks. Like so. When you get to the end, you need to go in a reverse order from the last block. Like so. This is what allows the timing to be set. I like to set these to 2 because it gives me a decent delay. You can adjust these however you need, but just keep in mind that every time you adjust them, it changes the timing of these. So, and now that I think about this, I actually do want to put a button here so I can power this. Just need to figure out how I want to do this. Let's see. Alright. I don't think that's going to work now. For the time being, we are just going to put that there. And then we are going to put our button there. Alright.